Upselling coverages. Now, besides the packages and the coverages that you're going to offer to upsell, it's very important to understand what factors you're going to use to add value. Now, let me just give you a list of all the factors, and then in different segments, I'll review each one individually. Now, number one, investing an additional $45 to leave with better coverages. That's number one. You're going to use a factor that investing a little bit more money to leave with double the amount of coverages if we're talking about the 10,000. Also, investing $45 more to eliminate having to pay those $3,000 out of pocket. The following, that 1 out of 3 vehicles are worth over $20,000. So that means we're going to be in trouble if we're involved in an accident, because 1 out of 3 are newer vehicles and the value of those cars are over $20,000. You're going to ask the client if they have $3,000 in their bank account for emergencies, and not necessarily emergencies, to resolve an accident just in case the damages are $8,000 and they only have $5,000. So you're going to ask them, do you have $3,000 in your bank account to pay for that difference? Emphasize on the fact that we're not able to predict the future. The only thing we could do is make the best decision. So set them up in a scenario, real life example, that if they did have the ability to predict the future and they knew they were going to be involved in an accident, what option would they choose? Would they choose to pay the additional $45 or leave with the $5,000 and end up paying $3,000 out of pocket? Evaluate and emphasize the difference between the $10,000, which is $5,000 additional to the basic liability, for an additional 15-20 cents every single month. Now, your goal is going to be to emphasize on the fact that just for a couple pennies, they're going to leave with a lot of coverages. Another example that you're going to use is the total cost to repair. Now, you're going to emphasize on the fact that it doesn't really matter what type of vehicle it is as far as the make and model. There's Toyotas, Hondas, Nissans, BMW, Lexus. There's a lot of different cars, regardless of the year, make, and model, that are worth over $20,000. So if we're involved in an accident with one of these vehicles, we're going to be in trouble. Emphasize on the fact that if they did have money, it would only make sense for them to use that money for something profitable, like vacation or family, versus having to use that money to pay for an accident. So once again, all of these factors, write them down. All of these factors are factors that you're going to use to elaborate when you're upselling. So you're going to offer better coverages. You're going to sell the concept of VIP packages, or that no one else qualifies for these packages, but you're going to have to add value, and you're going to use these factors to add value, to make these options a lot better, and to convince them on why they should leave with $10,000.